I don't know about you, but I love using fragrances to unwind, and these are 5 fragrances that will have you smelling as if you're in a spa. These are perfumes that have notes like tea, they have citrusy notes, they have notes that are more aromatic. They're fragrances that are really going to get you into that relaxing mindset, and I really do love all of them. If this is your first time on this channel, hello, my name is Anya. I love fragrances. I talk about them here 5 times a week, Monday through Friday, and I also publish additional content on TikTok and Instagram under the username ANECHKAFRAGRANCES. If you're interested, I also do have a podcast. It's called The Fragrance Report, and I have a new episode go live every single Wednesday. Some of these fragrances you've already seen me talk about before, some of them I haven't really talked about in a long time, but I wanted to make this video because I was actually inspired by one of these fragrances, and I figured why not go through my collection and pick out a few fragrances that fit this kind of like spa vibe that I have in my head. So anyway, first up is Gucci Mamore. This is the ultimate relaxing perfume, and it also happens to look rather stunning just in terms of the bottle design, which I love. This perfume smells like chamomile tea. What's not to like about relaxing chamomile tea, especially if you just want to unwind, de-stress? This is one of those fragrances that truly smells so relaxing. So it's chamomile tea. There's a bit of a citrusy nuance to it. It's more aromatic. This is a perfume that kind of like comes and goes because sometimes it's a fragrance that's not as heavy as some other perfumes, and to be honest, I wish it was a little bit stronger. I get that the vibe that they're going for is kind of like coming and going. This is not supposed to be a powerhouse fragrance, but I wish it was more intense because I want to smell this a little bit more strongly. But if you're someone that wants a little bit more of like a subdued, relaxing perfume that's not going to inflame, someone's allergies, for instance, this is a good one. Specifically because some people genuinely do not want to smell like a powerhouse relaxing fragrance. They want to smell something more, subdued. And this would be a great option for that. Especially, I know a lot of people are sensitive to allergies, and that's a really good thing to consider when getting a fragrance, but I think this would be ideal for that kind of scenario. I see this as a relaxing perfume. I've worn it to bed because it kind of gets me into that mindset. This is really beautiful, and I do think it's nostalgic, particularly because of that tea, because I did drink a lot of tea when I was younger, especially, still do, but this is a really beautiful, relaxing, soothing fragrance that I quite love. Next is a fragrance that I have also talked about before. This is Vow Factor by Snif. This was created in collaboration with Amelia, and this was one of the first green fragrances that I truly fell in love with because there's something like beautiful and still very approachable about it. So this is a vegetal green fragrance with fig and I believe vanilla in the base. I might be wrong, but this is a perfume that's green without being so overtly vegetal that it's unwearable to some. I think that this is a very unique take on a green fragrance that's a really good one to try, especially if you are like me and you don't love all the green fragrances. This is one that I would definitely recommend if you previously have been kind of averse to trying green perfumes. This is a perfume that has notes of fig, tonka. It's a bit of a woody fragrance. It also has some florals in the form of rose, for instance, which I really do appreciate. And I believe there's neroli in here as well that gives it that kind of like vegetal aspect. But what I like about this is that it's not so overwhelmingly vegetal that it's unwearable. They really hit the mark with this one because it's a perfume that has just enough green in it to make it relaxing to most people, in my opinion. And it doesn't really go overboard with that greenness because sometimes notes like neroli, if you overdo it, sometimes it turns into a fragrance that not everyone will appreciate. But I think this one is like that perfect touch of neroli with the florals, with the fig, and it's just such a beautiful fragrance. Like, it's really, really good. It's also a fragrance that lasts a really long time, which I do appreciate, and I really love it. I think it's a really good one. I've had it for a really long time, and I continue to love it. So Vow Factor by Snif, this is beautiful. I have Honey Sweet, and I've only had it for a little bit, but to be honest, I love both of them. But if I had to choose, I kind of still love Vow Factor. I think this is really good. Like, I mean, both of them are great, but Vow Factor still is my personal favorite, but that's just a matter of preference. So yeah, I really enjoy Vow Factor from Snif, so I think this is a really good one. Next, I have one that I had to include in this video. If you're an original follower on this channel, you know this. This is phenomenal. And I would say any person that's into perfumes, any person that loves niche fragrances needs to get their hands on this because this is so beautiful. It's Une Nuit Nomade by Cult of Kaori. So this fragrance came out last year, like in 2023. And this perfume really struck me as such a unique fragrance. And I've always said that this smells like being in a sauna with the natural woods around you, the aromatics, and a bit of like yuzu aldehyde, which translates to hot steam. And I've never smelled a fragrance that captures the note of hot steam as explicitly as this one. And that instantly makes it such a soothing fragrance. And this is beast mode. Not every single fragrance in this video is beast mode, but I would say two are. This is one of them. So this is a fragrance that you only need a little bit and it will last you as long as you want it to. It travels so well. The sillage in this is excellent, exquisite, extraordinary. Yeah, this is phenomenal. I love it. It's so good. It's so, so good. Eau de Minerale by Cult of Kaori. They were out of stock for a while, but they just came back in stock. I adore this perfume. And even as I'm smelling it right now, it's relaxing. It's soothing. It's relaxing. I get the hot steam, which is mind-blowing. Like, I've never really smelled that in a fragrance before to this level. So this is so relaxing, so soothing. I really love this fragrance. Another one that's a little bit more new is Tuesday by Ariel Shoshana. I really equate tea with relaxation, and this is a mint tea fragrance, or I get mint tea whenever I smell this. It also has vetiver, I believe it has guava, coconut milk, but I definitely do get some aromatics with tea, basil. There's tea in this as well. It's just a soothing fragrance because who doesn't equate tea with soothing, properties? This is really good. And it's also one of those beast mode fragrances. This will last a really long time. A little bit goes a long way. The sillage on this is extraordinary. And then, of course, I had to talk about Grove by the Sea by Arquise. Like, this is beautiful. Like, if you love fig, but you want something more, more unique than any fig fragrance that you've smelled so far, this is really good because it opens with like this green fig, like kind of vegetal aspect, but then the dry down turns into like this creamy, almost olive oil dry down, which is so exquisite. I love this perfume. It's so, like, this is what I want a fancy spa to smell like. This. Like, yeah, essentially this. They should be spraying this in all the spas. Honestly, they should be spraying all of these in all the spas, but a Grove by the Sea is so beautiful. There's a bit of like a salty nuance to it, which I think is a good accent for the other notes, but I love this fragrance. It's a new addition to my collection, and it's gorgeous. I love it so much. This is beautiful. All right, so that's pretty much it for this video. Those are all the fragrances I wanted to talk about. Yeah, some relaxing, soothing perfumes are absolutely beautiful. So yeah, let me know. Have you tried any of these fragrances before? And if so, what did you think of them? I definitely recommend these perfumes. I would say, just to do a quick recap, if you're looking for something that will work for everyone, Gucci Mamore, it works for everyone. If you're looking for someone that's green and fig, but still affordable, this one, Vow Factor by Snif, a great option. I do also have a code with them as well that I'll put down below. If you're looking for a beast mode unique green tea fragrance or green minty herbal tea fragrance, Tuesday by Ariel Shoshana, phenomenal. If you're looking for something, like if you're like a niche collector, right, and you're looking for something that will be super unique and interesting and intriguing and is also beast mode, Une Nuit Nomade by Cult of Kaori. If you love fig, but you're looking for a different fig fragrance with a bit of a salty nuance that's a moderate performer, try Arquise, A Grove by the Sea. So I hope that's helpful. I hope that rounds it up. I feel like sometimes, like when it comes to, I guess, like cozy season staying inside, these are the fragrances that really speak to me. These are the fragrances that I want to go for. So yeah, let me know. Have you tried these? If so, what did you think? Are you excited about possibly trying any one of these perfumes? But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.